Yo,
What's up, y'all?
welcome to Talk That Talk. I'm A1, and you know this lady next to me.
Y'all know me? They know me?
Yeah, this is Sherika Nicole. So the shit talking has started already. Mama, I hope you didn't hear that because I know you. But next to me is Sherika Nicole. She owns a few businesses. Next to her is my friend Mika. I've been knowing probably 17 or 18, 19 years.
Hey, Mika. Welcome.
A long time. And then next to her is the only Kid. I met Kid like 2 weeks ago. We was at probably a month ago. We was doing some video stuff, and y'all know I don't do this camera. I was with the homie Dwayne. Mm-hmm. He's somewhere, but we were talking about some good stuff. But before we start, we always like to let all our guests and the co-hosts talk about whatever they want to talk about real quick. But go ahead, Sherika. Tell them about all your good businesses.
Hey, y'all. I'm Sherika Nicole. Welcome tonight. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, share, and comment. I am the owner of Hung Up Boutique, as well as the creator of Define, Plan, and Execute Your Vision, and the designer of Fancy Fresh. So make sure y'all check those out. You can find them all on Instagram and Facebook. Mika.
Wait, hold on. I gotta introduce Mika. So Mika, because this the homegirl though. So Mika owned this business called Eat My Cookie. Taste My Cookie.
He said Eat My Cookie.
It's taste My Cookie.
This is homegirl though.
That's the homegirl though. But
the homegirl.
It's Taste My Cookie. She do her thing. Go ahead, Mika. I just want to get that part in.
Yeah, so I'm the CEO of Taste My Cookie. If you haven't tasted my cookie yet, you gotta check it out.
Taste her
cookie. Ooh, that sounds good.
It's an actual cookie. Not our cake, some cake, some pies,
not our cake.
All that sweet stuff. You can get anything sweet you want except for me.
Okay.
So
go ahead, Kid. This on you, Big Dog.
My name is Kid. Owner of Cadence Conservatory, which is a music program designed to basically teach kids how to read and write music.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, we also have a literacy program as well. We use music as a tool to kind of help kids with their literacy skills if they're behind in writing or just need some improvement in that area. So that's pretty much what I saw in my operation. So you can find me at KA, the K Conservatory. I'm on Instagram. Just type it in, just KA Conservatory.
All right.
That's cool. Hey, but before we get started, man, I just had a random question for these two ladies because they are very independent. They run their own shit. They don't take stuff from men. So, ladies, this is for you guys. Do you feel like it should be a budget on the first date when a guy is taking you out?
No.
Why not?
Why should it be a budget? I mean, I just think that you do whatever you feel. I don't think it should be a budget though. I don't think it should be a budget. I just think, when I'm sure before you ask the person on the date, you have had some type of encounter, conversations and whatnot to where you can kind of feel this person to see if it's even somebody you even want to spend $1 on. So I just feel that it shouldn't be a budget, but you should know, the man should know, like, okay, I want to take her here. Or I want to take her there, but I don't think it's necessarily like a set budget that should be made. No.
All right, Mika, what about you?
Budget? I mean,
Mika, you gotta pull your mic closer to you.
Okay.
Can you guys pull your mic closer?
I don't want to end up. I mean, I'm not gonna date somebody that I have to worry about the prices on the menu. So if that's the question that you're asking, like. I don't date people that I have to look at the price on the menu. So there should be no budget. But if you trying to pursue me, I didn't go after you. You trying to get me. And so earn it.
Hey, so Kid, I asked that for a reason. Because they just fell for it so easy. But I'm just talking about Kid. Go ahead. Kid, what do you think about that?
Put somebody in the trap.
I mean, so yes, a budget, but budget is based on your budget, what it is. Like, I mean, if you know you working to, like, for instance, like if a dude, like, I know if I'm working towards something, I got like a goal or something, like a venture that I need to hit, and I'm tied up with certain money a certain way. I was just like, I didn't splurge way too much this month, and it's like, okay, we probably ain't gonna hit this restaurant today. We gonna go to this one, you know, and that's just that. But I mean, I think that that's like, you know, from my stance, she would never know that. You know,
And she shouldn't, and she shouldn't, but
So,
you should know.
yeah,
Right?
exactly.
That's what I just
So
said.
you can have a budget in your head, but don't
Right.
discuss that with
Yeah.
me. That's not my
Right.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought y'all was gonna say in the beginning, because y'all boss is like, if he gotta tell me it's a budget, he definitely shouldn't go out with me.
That's what I mean.
But-
Well, you said to yourself.
No,
You're
I'm
right.
not gonna say that.
But I get what you're saying in regards to like, so if you want to be on some superficial shit, so like a Taco Bell type, you know, that bullshit.
Oh, they not going to Taco
Yeah, you
Bell.
see what I'm
I
saying?
don't
Like,
even eat
that
Taco
mean-
Bell.
Right.
I don't
The only
either.
thing I
But
do
I'm
is
saying, like,
She's like,
but
you know,
you
her.
know,
If
you
I
got
don't
people
go
like
there.
that, where they just be on some like super cheap stuff as far as like that's what now. I mean, that's just kind of be. That's just being
But my
skinny.
thing is, why even since you posed the question, and I know this is not the topic, but since you posed it, I feel like if you know you own a budget, just don't. You shouldn't even be dating at this point. Like if
Nah.
it's a budget to a certain extent, I'm not saying to what you just said. Like you know you got some things that you should be doing, but it's some like dudes that just be trying to be doing too much, like flossing and all that, but then going home. And they like, dang, I shouldn't have spent
lights
that.
off.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That part, they sleeping on the mattress. Like my thing
They
is,
ran
come
out
on
of
now.
minutes. They ran out of prepaid.
You're not even
It's
going
on a day.
Right, they going to their mama house, or grandma
Baby
house.
mama house.
Exactly. Yeah, right. They baby.
If it's a struggle where it's not like, yeah, you can't
shouldn't
do it, or
even
can't
be
afford to
doing
do it.
You
Right.
shouldn't even be doing it.
Approach the type of women that you could afford.
Never approach nobody.
I say nobody
Oh.
because
I mean, but it's some women. It's women who will take care of a man just to have a man. So
Yeah,
I'm just saying, approach
Hey,
the type
Shannon,
of women
what's
that's
up?
for you.
That's Eric. Not her either. Hey, but what's the topic of the show?
you talking about not her and not me.
I'm
Absolutely
saying
not.
what you guys don't know. Jeez, I'm supporting.
So tonight,
I'm just like, in case somebody might want to DM you right now. I'm Sherrick and Nicole, and you want to tell me? Anyway, we'll get to that next.
Yeah.
This is not a dating show. It's
Hey,
so
man.
crazy you just said that. I want to do a dating show for you and my son's Drea. I want to do a dating show for you guys.
Andrea's qualifications is too high.
No, not for you. Like I want you guys to be our prospects, and I want people to come and want to take you guys.
Oh,
on
like-
a date.
like raffle you guys off?
Like a
Okay.
dating little thingy.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the topic of the show?
The topic of the show is what's the difference between talking and dating. So I'm gonna let y'all go because I know how I feel is totally different probably from how you guys feel. Or y'all just want me to go.
You
So I'm
supposed,
already
you supposed to read the little notes right there.
I don't want to read the notes.
All right, well, go ahead. See, we go through this shit all the time.
All the time.
Hey, my brother-in-law, what's up, man? My sister's husband's
Who
watching.
was your sister?
From Rhode Island.
Oh, I said hi
Gregory
to
Cherry,
him. Hey. All right. So
So the difference between talking and dating are totally different terms. Talking means you are exploring their options. Dating means you're exclusive. Now, when it comes to dating for the guys, this usually means he's catching feelings and doesn't want her talking to other people. Kid, how do you feel about that?
That's
Pull
factual.
your mic a little closer, brother. Yeah.
That's factual. You know, the talking stage is more so, you know, it's just what I call, or I refer to as gathering data. It's like, you know, you're gathering the information you need to determine if this is somebody you're really gonna rock with. It's somebody who, you know, you see a long term with or see a future with. And then once you decide that that's what you want, or like, you know, she meets certain qualifications, whatever their qualifications are, then from there, you go to the dating phase and it's exclusive. And just us, you rocking, and then you work towards something more serious.
So is dating always exclusive? Like, can you date multiple women, or can you only talk to multiple?
As far as from my perspective, if we talking, we talking. If we dating, then yeah, we exclusive. Trying to pursue something else. If I want to fuck it up, it's good.
No, you
If
good.
I
You straight. You straight.
If I want to have something else, go with it.
If I, you know, but if I want to mess with somebody else or whatever, then we just talking. Like I'm not. It ain't no dating. We just talk. That's understood from jump. You know?
See, that's interesting because my perspective is, to me, I think dating and talking is the same thing. So, courting, so you're talking and dating, then you go to courting, and then you go to exclusive. So that's my take. So if I'm just dating you, which I think is your meaning of talking, if me and you are just dating, that means I can go out with you today on Monday and go out with him on Friday because I'm dating. Like, I'm trying to, y'all, I want to decide that it's going to possibly be something. So it's technically what you're saying. It's just you putting that in the talking phase. So I think talking and dating is the same thing.
Yeah, for me, so more so dating basically means, okay, we're now in a relationship.
So she can meet the family and
Correct.
come through and stuff like that.
All of that. So when we talking, I ain't got none of that.
I feel you. Somebody in the comments just said this is a very interesting, a great topic, and it's interesting. And someone felt that Shannon said that me and her always are in agreement.
So,
He's a hater. He's a hater, y'all.
All right, Mika, how you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I agree with you guys.
Pull your mic. Pull your plug.
I agree with you guys. To me, dating and talking is two different things. If I'm just talking to you, like, I really don't care if you text me good morning, if you text me good night. I don't really care. Like, if I don't hear from you for a week, like, I don't really care. Like, so I don't expect, no expectations. There's no nothing. You hit me up and you might want to, like, let's chill. We go hang out, and a week or two go by and I don't feel anything out. And dating is more so like, I'm kind of emotionally attached to you. So I'm only seeing you. So if you don't call or you don't text, then I'm going to feel some type of way. And, you know, it's more like an exclusive thing. Like, I'm not going to be going on dates with other people and that's where it gets twisted at, because just because I feel that way don't mean that he's
I was just about
on
to
the
say
same
that.
page.
I was just
So that's where it
that.
gets twisted at. Like, so.
So
I
where
don't
do
know.
you, so in that, because you're saying, because you guys are dating, you feel like you don't want to give anybody else your time. But what if it's not necessarily, he doesn't feel the same way? And so then you may be like having all these feelings and mad that he out. So that's why for me, dating and talking is like the same, because I can go out with him on Monday and see him out, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay, I don't feel anything because we haven't established anything. We're not courting. We haven't even said that it's exclusive.
That's
So
what I was
to
gonna
me,
say.
that's what I'm saying. The
That's
dating and
when the
talking.
boundaries break, when the lines cross, when you start doing more than actually talking. You're not just talking. You're doing other things, sex, you know. So once we start having sex, well, if it's good. Then I'm
Wait a minute.
Like,
Wrong back.
She needs to be on Night Talk.
Right.
Girl, chime in on that way.
I mean, because I'm kind of like a one woman. I spent 19 years with the same person, and before that, I was always in a relationship. I've never been like a dater, like just dating this person, that person. So once we start having sex, then it changes for me. Like, now I'm dating you, like, because I done gave you my goodies.
You done gave him the cookie.
Yeah. And if your goodies is worth keeping, I don't want to share
That's
them
the name
no
of her
more.
business. That was a good plug. Taste her cookie. Check her out on Instagram right now. She has the good cookies.
Hey, taste_cookie. My cookie, yeah.
All right, so how long should you talk to somebody before you move into the dating stage?
I think it depends on, everybody has their own time frame criteria. I think that, everybody out, I think it's this internal thing to where something will click and like, all right, when you need to pursue something further with that person. So I think it varies per person. Some people try to drag that shit out forever. Some people just ain't gonna commit regardless of whatever. You know what I'm saying? They like to, play as long as they can. But some, so I look at it as realistically it depends on the person.
Mm-hmm. What you think, Sherry?
I feel that's why I think it's important to communicate in the beginning, especially just listening to our conversation right now. We all, I won't say all of us, but I think you all feel the same, and I'm kind of different. And I'm reading some comments in the chat.
Read some of
people
those
that agree
comments.
with me. I just feel like you definitely got to communicate your expectations in the beginning, especially if you want to pass the talking dating stage. And I'm saying talking dating because my perspective is a little bit different from you all. So I definitely think you have to agree upon something before you even give them your cookie. Because in your case, you giving them the cookie, you feel you dating, but to them, they may just be taking down the cookie.
Tasting the cookie.
Right. Well, yeah, the conversation always definitely needs to be had to, make sure y'all on the same page. So when you decide to go to that next level or pursue something more serious. So,
We got Shannon in the comments. She said, a man better specify to me, laughing out loud, because I might be considered a cheater if I'm dating him because it's not exclusive to me. Exactly. And then Gregory said, people define terms differently. So it's important for two people to be on the same page of what they are doing. Absolutely.
My sister married a good man.
You are a good man, Gregory.
That's Gregory right there.
Go ahead.
Give
Give us some claps. Yeah, give us some claps.
claps.
And then I'm going to go ahead and read one more. We got Ebony. She said, my 5 cents. Talking is just talking.
Damn, 5 cents.
She said, my 5 cents. Talking is just that. You're talking to the person whom you're interested. Dating is making a decision to pursue, going out, experience a relationship, which leads to exclusiveness. Exclusivity.
Something like that.
Yeah. Got me all tongue-tied. Somebody said they want a peach cobbler cupcake, though.
You can get one. They fire.
They are.
They are.
Right.
Even though she forgot the stuff today, she's coming up here with her good cookies.
Wait, how did you forget the stuff, though?
Because
We
I
were
was
supposed to be
rushing
on here like, yummy. This is good.
Running out the door.
Stop. All right.
All right, who's quicker? Who tends to run into the dating stage quicker, men or women?
Women.
Why you say that?
I just feel that she just said it. I mean, that's a prime example. They just feel if they go, especially going to that next level, they automatically assume that it's just dating. And guys, that's just not it. Guys don't really want that commitment like that. So into that, if you're not like open with the person that you're giving yourself to and you letting them know that, yeah, we dating or I feel we're in a relationship, they just, in their mind, they probably just think they're taking it down and y'all just chilling. Y'all just got a situation. And in women's mind, they be thinking they think something else. Because we like to create these things in our mind, and I'm just keeping it 100. Some women.
What y'all be creating?
We create things in our mind. We be like, I gave him this. We go together. We together. This is my man. He better text me back. I called him at 8. He didn't answer. It's this thing. And so I definitely, that's why I said you gotta communicate that. So I think women.
So y'all strong, independent women next to me, y'all do that too?
I know.
Y'all know more?
I know. I haven't did that.
Well, I'm guilty of it just because I was in, like I said, me being in a relationship for so long. Like when I first came out,
I thought she was talking about me. Don't tell my business.
When I first started dating again, I really didn't know how to date. So, somebody might have played me, but that's okay. Fool me once, shame on you. You won't get me again, though. So we ain't gonna even go there. So that's because I just didn't know what it was to, the difference between dating and just talking. But I know now, and so it's not that. If I do take it to the next level with somebody else, we do have some type of understanding. So I'm not going to end up in that same situation again. But you got to learn. You got to learn the hard way. So,
Kid, what you think? Well, we over here distracted with something. Like, nigga, I don't even know what.
Of course, I think it's women. Women always lead on that because they kind of set the tone for the reality is most dudes don't really they're not open to communicate until the woman initiates the conversation. Most dudes don't start the conversation, or some will, but the majority of the time it's usually the woman who will bring it up and kind of talk about those things and set those terms. So it's always.
I just want to read one comment.
Go ahead, read the comment.
You got comments. You on your live?
Yeah, Miss Logan here. She says that the difference between dating and just talking to her is when she starts giving oral.
Well, all right.
So different strokes for different folks.
Right, that's what I just said.
We all
damn.
Okay.
Hey.
Well, all righty.
Tell them to
then.
subscribe to the page.
Right.
Yeah.
Send us
Y'all
Make
DMs.
sure you subscribe because we need you to keep talking.
We need them all to go over to YouTube and just cut that off.
Yeah, go over to YouTube. Y'all gotta go over to YouTube and check it out. Get off of the live and go check it out on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought with that one because
She said some head. Oh, man.
I ain't looking
She's
at that.
Nah, but that be a real thing, though. Like sometimes, I mean, like say, you know, most dudes I know, and I myself been in a situation where like person you talk somebody who feels like okay, we're exclusive. They open for that. Don't run that all day.
They open
Well,
for what?
You don't want to be.
Or
Oh,
You don't
yeah,
want to
I'm
be
not.
exposed to
He probably
something
gonna leave me.
everybody,
He gonna be like, next. We dating. We just talking.
PSA.
We
She does
not
not believe in fellatio.
I did not say I didn't believe in them.
She said that just not
Just-
anybody.
just-
That's not something you just give out like.
Yeah.
All right, so since we talking about
Yeah.
licking stuff and all
how
that,
did we even get on that?
Y'all didn't change the
You
whole-
done
you
opened
should-
up a whole can of
she
worms.
talking
bro.
about she going. So,
Okay.
how,
Look at you, Miss Logan. Stop it.
so is it okay to kiss during the talking stage?
Well, I
I
don't
like-
kiss during the regular stage, whatever stage. Like,
Oh, really?
everybody ain't a kisser. Like, if I'm kissing you, man,
I mean,
we
you really like
together. So you better not be with nobody else. 'Cause we together.
She gonna
Like,
flag your
oh,
tire.
wow.
She gonna
Nobody.
scratch
that's
her name
going
in
on
your
nobody
car.
else. And I feel the same way about the world too. Like, when we doing all this, once we start playing with this mouth, kiss my baby. I ain't gonna be doing that with everybody. You can't just be kissing everybody. You can't. That's nasty.
I get.
right, keep your mask.
Well, all righty then.
Well,
Okay.
fellas, you know now. You gotta have your stuff together. And
So
she's
you know if you
Yeah.
get the cookie
And make sure your
Y'all
teeth
dating.
right too, because I don't do them nasty.
oh them yuck mouth. Oh, me
That's-
neither.
Mm.
No way. No, I can't. Go to the dentist.
all right. What about
I
what,
can't.
what about you, kid? How long, man? While you talking, or you gotta wait for the date, or what?
Like, say that again.
Hold on. All right, let me ask you better. If a chick wanted to kiss you on the first date, right? Would you kiss her? Like if she leaned in, y'all had a great night.
Look at him, he thinking
Y'all had
about
it was a good night. The booty is looking good and everything. Like, God damn, I want to hit that later, but you can't hit it. Would you at least give her a kiss though? Cheek, anything?
It's not really. I'm gonna tell you why. For me, see, I'm different because like
Come on, different.
my thing is like
Who else she did it to?
not that, but more so like see because women just kind of take a certain stance to where they already had a stigma about us and think that we thirsty like that.
Mhm.
So I ain't gonna press you like that. If you press me, whatever. But I'm gonna like my mind fuck. Like
Yeah.
no, we good. Like it's too like
Yeah, using credit cards later and shit.
Yeah,
I got you.
But I mean, just also too, I care about myself. Like,
Yeah.
I know you're my mental. If we ain't had that conversation,
Yeah,
like,
it's-
it's our first date out. Like I met you and now we going out. And
Okay.
you lean in and go for it. I'm like, hold on, you don't know me like that.
So okay, so what about the first date and she wanted you to taste her cookie? She wanted you to no,
Not
she
that
wanted to
way.
no, wait, that came out wrong. No, that came out wrong. She wanted to give you the cookie. So that came out wrong. I didn't mean to say taste. I'm thinking about the
Yeah.
so you wouldn't have sex on the first date.
Hey,
Or
the first little talking
my
date.
cookies, you might
Same thing. If I'm same thing.
Oh.
Now
What about you?
Nah, we ain't doing that. We got to check her credit first. So
I
like
mean, I'm just
we on
asking
some
because
different stuff. or-
some guys would. That's why I just,
Some guys would
like,
do. Some guys would do that and don't even want it. This
Hey,
new
hey.
generation.
Come
No,
on,
no,
come
no,
on,
but
come
hold on,
on,
but-
come
They
on,
don't even.
come
They
on.
just do
but-
that.
but when I was younger-
When
when I was younger, I'm just talking about the age. If I was younger, hell yeah, I'm taking everything down. That's a man's rite of
like
passage.
high school, if you younger,
I said when I was younger, yes, I would.
Okay, I just wanted y'all to.
So what about women? Do y'all take it down on them?
No,
Y'all ain't never thought about it on accident, drunk, anything like that?
No.
Shit happens.
Taking it down.
Have you ever felt on a man's penis the
No.
first night on accident? You could have just been like, let
No.
me just squeeze it.
Nope.
Nothing.
How you do that on accident?
super like shy. Like I'm telling y'all, I'm super shy. Like I'm a very bold, outgoing person when it comes to like all this stuff. I'm front and center, but when it comes to me like a guy, I'm like I'm a nun.
What about the second?
No.
You can't do it on the
Nothing.
second day.
Nope. He appeared to be more modest than most. Exactly, EB. They talking about you, kid.
So I don't know. I mean, that's just how I am. Always been.
Touching someone you find attractive.
But what
It's
are you
always done on purpose.
what
That's
you
what
reading
someone
on?
said.
What you reading on?
Oh, I'm reading EB's comment. She
Which-
said, touching someone you find attractive is always done on purpose. So it ain't no accident.
Right. Like how you do
There's
that?
no accident. It's just like, let me see. Here.
Hey, kid, can you just bring your mic a little closer? Yeah, they saying they can't hear you or something like that.
They want to hear you.
They trying to hear you,
They
man.
trying to hear you.
They want to see what you got going on. They like what you talking about, man. They go ahead, Sherika, with the next question.
I mean, we kind of already talked about it. Do you think men and women have different definitions to talking and dating?
Absolutely.
No, because I just
But
agree with you.
but I'm saying, so
For the most part.
but we do, but I'm saying
Yeah.
just on a general scale,
Yes.
like most, yeah, they definitely
Absolutely.
don't. And that's why I say, like, going back to what she said earlier, like, communication is definitely lost amongst people. And like nowadays, like I always say this, like, if a word can mean anything, and essentially it means nothing, because like you could say, oh, well, I think it mean this, I can say it mean this, and then so the real definition gets lost. It's no concrete thing.
Exactly.
So where if it's one concrete definition where everybody can agree on that, then it's solid. But we don't really have that nowadays, so it's kind of like everybody just all over the place. So.
And then into that, if you don't even sit down and have that conversation or try to have that conversation, because there's so many men now that don't even want to have a conversation about being exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say that me and my friend, we was just having this conversation where you can be dealing with a guy for, a couple of years and it's going good. And to you, it's like, okay, but they never want to say it's exclusive. But then if you out with somebody else, they mad. But it's like, wait a minute, you confused right now. You still trying to figure it out. So I'm not going to be stuck trying to figure it out with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still here, but let me also go and be like, okay, let me go on a date with this person, because while you playing, he may see what you should be saying, and then we go on and move forward. And that's why I think a lot of people that end up in relationships like that, and they stop talking, and then the female do kind of like move on. The guy's like, oh, you must have been talking to him already. But it's not necessarily that. It's just that he saw what you didn't see, or you seen it and you just was playing because I allowed you to play with me for 2 years.
Right.
2 whole years. Hey, so when you're in the talking stage, for those that have kids, is it okay for that kid to ever meet who you're talking to?
Absolutely not.
What about when you're dating?
No.
When do they meet? At some point, they have to meet.
They have to. Yeah, they
Right.
have to.
At what stage, though?
I have a toddler, and to me, I gotta see if I'm thinking about moving forward with you. I have to see how you interact with my child, because I vibe well with somebody, and then they get around my kid, and then they like they don't like kids. You get that vibe, like they don't even like kids. If you don't like kids, then we can't go no farther, because my son is the biggest part of my life. So if you can't deal with him, you can't deal with me, period. So that has to be seen. Like, they could be great for you and horrible for your child. And that's a deal breaker for me. So I guess it depends on.
All right, so Sherika feels differently. They should never beat your kids. That's how you feel.
I mean, unless it's like concrete that something is about to happen, and I just have to cross that bridge. As if my children don't like you. Mine are a little bit older. I just don't play those games. Like, I just don't. I don't believe in bringing nobody around, because it's like you can be with somebody for like 6 months. Okay, y'all rocking, y'all cool. I introduce Anthony to my son, and then it's like, okay, right after I introduce him, something go wrong, and then here it is. Okay, I'm vibing with somebody else 2 years later. He meet kid, and it's like it don't work out. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't. I'm good.
It's the difference between them meeting and them coming to your house and them seeing different people in your bed and going in and out your door. That's different. But if we gonna link up at the park, we can go out and eat, we get lunch together. Like, I gotta see how you vibe with my child. But I'm not bringing nobody in and out of my house. Like, if you coming into my house, then you somebody special already. So that means that. And so you got to be around my child. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, my house is like off limits. That's why you got to have your own place. So to
the house. That's crazy. So it's crazy that you even brought up that, because to the house, this guy actually basically stopped talking to me because he couldn't know where I stayed.
Oh.
And I was okay with that.
Right. I would be too.
I was okay with that, because why do you need to know where I stay? He felt like, oh, what my house is, and I was like, that's fine. Now I'm supposed to. Or we don't even have to, we don't have to go to your house. We don't have to go to mine. Let's just go out. You give me a hug afterwards. I mean, we was kind of past the stage where we kissed, but nothing else. But still, it's like, you don't need to come to my house. I don't know. I just was raised a little bit different. You know, I don't need you to know where I stay. Like, for what? Like, when, just like you don't need to meet my kids. Like, even with him, he was a type, like, I had met his kids like kind of early, and I asked him, I was like, do you let like females meet your kids all the time? Like, to me, that didn't sit well with me.
What did he say?
He was like, no,
You special.
but then no, he didn't say that. Because he already know he can't run out on me. So no, he didn't say that. But he said no. But then I found out to be like false, because I'm friends of other friends of his, and I have like other women are like he's talking to around his kids, and I just can't.
Yeah. What you think about that, kid?
So from my perspective, like I said, dating, the term dating is synonymous with relationship. So for my definition,
being exclusive.
Yeah, you're exclusive.
Right.
So from that stance, I think that yes, once it gets to the point that that person is occupying so much of your time, like you spending a whole lot of time with them, then by default they gotta meet your kids, because if a person pulling you away from their kids, from your kids, man,
Right.
by default you gotta meet them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, can you read the?
I want to read that
comments
comment. Yes, you already knew what I was laughing at. Wait a minute. So let me read. What Gregory. So Ebony said, "Do y'all agree that those that don't want to actually date with a purpose will have these conversations?" I don't. They are most likely young, moving and shaking. Now, y'all, the grown and sexy generation. Yes. No, Ebony, I totally agree. I don't think they will want to have these conversations. And that's why I said in the beginning that it's important that you do have these conversations, that you kind of establish what talking and dating and all of that is. I mean, I remember sitting down with a guy, we went to El Torito's, and I was like, are you dating anyone or talking to anyone? And I did ask him that. And he was like, yeah, 4 girls right now. And I was like, are you sexually active with all of them? And he was like, 3 of them. I was like, ah. So to me, it was like, okay, there's no need for us to move past this table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but go to the comment though.
Yeah. Okay, so let me read Gregory's comment.
She's like, kid, nigga, you better say something. I'm looking at you. Don't counter with a question. You here with bosses, they will cut you and all kind of other stuff.
Gregory was like at Ebony, laughing out loud. She's cute. Then you meet her bad son, laughing out loud. Then you back to talking. I can see that probably happening for some.
All right, man, you got your counter question?
All right, so let me ask you this. So let's say you're in the talking phase, right? For both of you. So y'all say y'all in the talking phase, and a dude say, hey, I'm interested in you, but I want to see other women as well. And he say that from jump. Or do y'all still take him serious, and will you still like go towards the dating phase with him? Or work towards something like, more serious relationship, but up front he tell you, yo, I like you, but I want to see other women as well. And you're trying to gather data from it.
So I had that situation, and I continued to like talk to him. But then after we were like talking, dating, we was going out. So I just kind of knew like he wasn't for me. Okay. But he was cool, like cute, fresh, fly, all that. We vibe, but he just wasn't like for me, because him letting me know that, I think that also gave him that feeling to where it's like, okay, she's still dealing with me, so this can be like a norm for us. So I think that's where it's kind of like, it's like a gray area, because you can see the potential and you can be like, okay, because in the case y'all not together, so it's not like he owe you anything, right. And you know what I'm saying, and he was upfront, so that's what I respected about it. So that's why I like, oh, okay, let's go. We was just going out, having dinner, having fun, movies, all that. But as time went on, it was like, okay, yeah, this ain't gonna work, because to him, he wasn't gonna let that go. You know what I'm saying? That was his life at the moment. What Ebony just say, young, moving, shaking, and all of that. So.
All right, go ahead, Mika. What about you?
Well, I'm kind of dealing with something like that right now.
Oh,
but
really?
Yeah. So but
what's his name? Let's shout him out.
Nah, we're not gonna do that.
We're not doing no names. We're not doing no names, because I need to know your name. Exactly.
So when that was first said to me, I didn't want to participate in it. I kind of fell back, stopped dealing with him. And then after time went by, I like kind of missed the friendship, because I'm just dating. Right. Like we were never nothing official. So I've had to look at it more so as I respect the fact that he was keeping it real with me. So it gave me the opportunity to make the decision to do it, not keep playing me and telling me one thing and gonna do it anyway. So I rather know the truth, and then I can make my own choice, which I end up doing, and then I start dealing with him again. But it's like I'm dating, he dating. I mean, I'm talking, he talking. So to other people, and it's my question is, when they say that to you, but when you do the same thing, why they feel some type of way?
Come on with that.
Like,
Come
why
on,
is it
sister.
okay
Yes.
for you to do it?
Right.
But then when you
Right.
see me out doing something or
Right.
hear about me, we got questions, but I
Right.
don't ask you no questions. You know what I mean? So we just need to keep it mutual. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I'm right there with you. It's a double standard.
Right. It's a big double standard.
But why is
Like,
it a double
shouldn't be
standard?
no double
Hey,
standard.
We're not
A
together.
lot of men catch feelings but don't want to tell you.
But then they catching feelings for me, her, and her too.
Yeah,
Because
but
if you really caught feelings for me, then you
but
wouldn't
you
be
might walk a little differently. Your lips might taste differently. It could be your cookie might taste differently. It could be anything.
Definitely taste differently. You want to keep it on stack.
Hey, what she say?
You don't want to get that
Nah.
cookie
I
up.
think that's a matter of, what they say, like, it's a cliche. You don't miss what you got, whatever like that. And I think a lot of times, though, a lot of people just kind of fall into that trap, going back to what you said. They didn't express it from jump, although they was feeling some type of way. Because, that really ain't promoted. Like, yo, if you really feeling nervous way, whatever, just say it. You know what I'm saying? Get it off to it. But most dudes don't do that, so they be sitting there feeling some type of way. And then women sometimes, in their head, like you said earlier, they think certain things. And they're like, okay, you bullshitting, so let me go over here. Dude, give me action.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they go to him, and then he's like, oh, no, and then he want to speak up. It's like, by the end, it's already
Right.
Yeah, hey, before you go to that, I want to say what's up to my cousin, Shahara.
That's how I was about to read her comment. Go ahead and read her
Oh, go ahead.
comment.
No, I
It's
can't
definitely
read
a
that
great
good.
comment. Wow. You can't read? Click on find
Go ahead, yeah.
it. Shahara. That's how you pronounce her name? Shahara?
Shahara.
Shahara. Hi, girl. Welcome. So her comment was, I definitely would appreciate that type of honesty. The playing field is leveled, and I'm not going into anything with blinders on.
Right.
Exactly. No, I totally agree. And that's why I said I tried to give him a chance, but then once I saw, it's still like you're accepting that. And that's the thing that I don't think men, don't beat me up, y'all. They don't know how to separate. They don't know how to say, like, okay, she might be a good thing, but she giving me a chance. They want to just take it as, oh, she with the business. She accepting me being with 3 other females and her.
Okay, so
That may be just
what
a
would
test.
be, so let's say that situation happened then. What would be the proper thing for the proper way he come to you and say, okay, you know what? It's gonna be exclusively us. Like, what would stick out to you to where you like, okay, and then you'll move forward with where like you gotta cut everybody else off and say, okay, I'm exclusively with you, or how does that work?
So,
Like,
to the situation I was in, he was talking to 2 girls, right? And they were just talking. He was like, I ain't gonna lie, I got friends, I like you, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna be straightforward. Basically, he told me everything. Baby mama, everything. And I was like, oh, okay. And one of them, he did stop dealing with. But it was like this other one, he kept on saying, I want to let her go, but it's this thing. And I was just like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I was like, you got too much going on. So I'm gonna just go on and step back. He was pissed.
Gotcha. So let me ask you this. So let's say that he did, like, all right, I'm done. Would you still have like reservation in your mind? Like, yeah, we still over here. Still kind of worrying.
I wouldn't, because honestly, when he told me he stopped talking to the one girl, I believed him. And then and when I asked him about, I'm like, okay, so what's going on with I knew their names, everything. So I was like, what's going on with her? And he was like, it's a tricky situation. I'm like, what's tricky about it? Like, you kept it real in the beginning. Let's try to keep it real. And he was like, it's complicated. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna let you handle that complication, and I'm gonna take a step back. That's just what it was.
Hey, so those listening in, you can call in 424-390-6993. We would love to hear from you. 424-390-6993.
And to that question, Ebony in the comments said, if that situation happened, he or she has to tell the other how they feel, or the communication will automatically fall off. Yeah, I agree.
So my next question is, how long should it be, whether you're in the dating or the talking stage?
Gregory, you on today,
Yeah.
cousin husband.
That's what it is. In a dating or a talking stage, should they ever meet your parents? At what point?
You're gonna be my mama because my mama gonna read you.
Yeah.
She gonna tell me exactly. My mama has never ever told me anything about a man that didn't come into fruition. Like everything she ever said, like I don't like him, and I'm like, Mama, why you don't like him? You don't even know him. And then I found out later why she didn't like him. Like she's never let me wrong when it comes to men.
So you wouldn't mind?
You definitely got to meet my mama. So she can let me know what's going on with you.
So if your mama be like, I don't like him, then you just.
It doesn't mean that. It depends on how I'm feeling you, but it's like why she feel that way because she's not a mean. It's not like she's just gonna say that just because she don't want me to be happy. She wants me to be happy. Like so, she's gonna make sure that whoever I'm dealing with is that person. Like, and she should know she's. Why she's they say older, wiser, whatever. So why not listen to your mama? Like that, learn from her mistakes. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm telling my daughter, you gotta learn from my mistakes. Don't go through what I went through. When you could just learn from me. Like
the thing, because our parents told us that.
What about you, Sherry? When they gotta meet your granny?
Hey, grandma. Actually, I won't say that it's not a time frame, but. Like I had a guy, like we had a picnic and he just so happened to pull up and my mom is the type that'd be like, oh, who is that, your friend? And she had the car and stuff. So, and that was like 2 months. So, it really just depends on the person and who it is, the vibe and whatnot. So I don't really have like a stance, but I do want to read Wifey TYP comment. She said, being honest is good. It gives the person the choice. Therefore, men have to be careful because they could miss out on trying to play the field with too many options. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then Ebony said, I feel when a guy is dating multiple ladies or vice versa, they'll show you how they feel. The communication, time spent, etc. will increase. And that's how I kind of felt with the guy. But then when he was talking about the other girl, it was complicated. How that felt. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. So when is it too soon for you guys when you're dating or talking for them to meet? Yeah, with him. For them to meet your other your parents or
the parents.
What about your children? Oh, let me ask you. You got a kid? You got kids? Hey, so
we got kids.
That question needs to be to you guys as well. When would you let a woman meet your son?
Like just in passing, like he in a car with him, shit like that, or what?
You know what I mean?
Oh,
if
like
you're talking
out.
or dating with someone and you're seeing her when?
That's gonna take a while. You just can't meet my son right away.
Okay, what's a while?
I don't know. I gotta check your credit first.
What? You keep coming down the credit?
Because that credit is but for real, no, I'm not gonna
get her to co-sign.
Yeah, I might need her too. I think he expensive. He's 12 now. Nah, but I don't think anybody should meet anybody's kids right away. Yeah, I think it should be a build up for that. Yeah.
That's right. So like 6 months.
It'll be maybe 4 months.
Oh, okay.
I think
okay.
I think it's when not until you know that you're serious about this person.
Right.
Man, I gotta know you're not gonna pinch my son, man.
It's not really
people doing shit to kids and stuff like that.
It's not really a time frame. It's more so when you feel like this is going somewhere and I need to, know if it's okay to take it to this next level. So now it's time for you to meet my people.
Right.
Man, growing up, I wasted so many women's time. Just on messed off relationships and stuff like that. So you gotta earn that. I feel like your kid.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Now the parents different. I'll be like, I want you to meet my parents so I can see what they think about
and
stuff like that.
I definitely agree with that.
But even with that, I think from a stance of men and women, we look at that different because most dudes feel like they're not going to. At least I used to be like, yo, I ain't introducing nobody to my parents because then. Especially like if I wasn't serious about it, then they think, okay, I'm in his mom, I'm in his dad, so like.
Yeah, it's something.
I'm like,
right.
You think of something when I'm like, I already know you have an expiration date, so like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but sometimes you want to dangle a little carrot just to see how she gonna act after that. I mean,
okay, so wait till your expiration date comment. So y'all be knowing. When y'all gonna be like, I'm done with this.
Not everybody. That's just. I think it depends on for me, that was always, nah, I don't think it was.
Exactly.
You figure it out quick, just like y'all do. Y'all know when y'all ain't gonna hang out with nobody.
Not me. Like, I can love you today and hate you tomorrow. Like, not answer no more of your calls and just turn you completely off. Yeah, forget about you that you ever existed. Like, I'm so serious. Like, and just move on. Like, 'cause life is too short. I know that firsthand. Like, I'm not gonna waste no time if I feel like that you're not worth it. But if you worth it, then I'll stick around and see if maybe things will change. But if I feel like I know right away whether or not you're gonna be worth my time. So I know right away. I can tell that off the first date. I can tell whether or not I want to deal with you anymore. Like, and so I don't know if I can't tell if we're gonna get married or nothing like that. But I can tell that I'm not gonna be able to deal with you.
My bad. My family, my mama must have shared the link because all my family is in the chat.
I'm like, wait, what?
No, my cousin Marshall right there. I still don't let me meet my kids.
Right.
And my kids grown. But hello, family. Thank y'all for finally coming through.
So anybody gonna call in to 424-390-6993 or we close this out. But while we're waiting on someone to call in, if y'all gonna call in, don't be scared.
Hey, can y'all do me a favor? Please like the video that you're looking at right now. Yeah, I did cut you off. But,
he always cut me off, y'all.
That's the thing to do. Yeah.
So our next question is, so if the talking stage is getting to know, period, why do men want to have sex during this stage? So if the talking stage is the getting to know period, why do men want to have sex during this stage?
Well, that question is just directly towards us.
Yeah.
I look at it like this. So one thing I think that really highlighted in relationships, when you look at it, what do men really get out of a relationship outside of sex? Like that's always the dang, like you say, that's the carrot that's really in their face. It's like whenever it's like, okay, if it's always the saying like, oh, okay, well, I ain't gonna give like if they mad at you or whatever the case may be. It always like that's always the thing that's kind of gets dangled within the face. Like with on the other side, the flip side with women, it's different stuff. You get protection, security, financial stability, a whole bunch of other things, romance, everything else. But with a dude, most times in relationship is just like, what do they really get?
Nah, man, because sometimes.
I'm with you
though. That's what I'm looking for. Nah, but sometimes dudes don't be having shit, and you meet a chick and she got a lot, like these ladies next to me. You know what I'm saying? Like if some dude didn't have shit and finagled his way in their life, he good.
But that's what I get that. What I'm saying is though, so the main beneficial factor for most dudes to be or mess with most women, it's always the sex priorities.
That's a priority, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's always the priority.
Because we was like, wait, what else did they do? What you mean now?
So that's the priority. So that's what the mind is like always geared towards. Granted, of course, there's many other things, but I'm just saying like.
Man, but that credit is important though.
But if it's just a talking stage,
older, that's what I'm saying. Even in the talking stage,
they just won't say.
Because case in point, look at this. Okay. If you're going out, say we talking and we go out, the man is really putting in the work. You got to earn her. So it's like you spending on her. You got to show her, you putting out everything. She really just got to see it. She's basically going to checking off her list, seeing if you qualify to date her. So you're really getting nothing.
So we pay. So we indirectly pay for sex.
That's what I was just about to say. I literally just was about to say that. So I was about to say, why don't y'all just come on the front? No budget. That's what I was about to say. Why don't y'all just come on the first date and be like, look, I got $1,500. You game? Like just keep it 110. If that worked, a lot of that's what you ask.
Ain't nothing wrong. I'm saying like. And I ain't saying that's the sole thing they after, but based on the question, it's like, okay, that's just where they mind or what they think about from that stance. And then naturally, ain't too many that's gonna pass nothing up if it's offered or if that opportunity comes out. So,
Okay, so that question shouldn't be just for men because women like to just do, you might have a friend that you're not gonna ever go anywhere. You don't even want to be seen with him in public, right?
Oh wow!
But you'll call him up at 3:00 in the morning after the club.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Keep it.
But this is a talking stage though. We talking about the talking
We're
stage.
talking about the talking stage. We're not even talking because we don't even talk. I just call you every now and then at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So get
Because I know you're going to get the job done, but that's the only thing you're good for is that right there. So until I'm a man, you got that part. Like, I mean, you should have one of those in your pocket. Like every woman should. If you single, you definitely need you a buddy in your pocket. I'm not talking about one in your dresser drawer. I'm talking about one.
She said, okay.
About he gonna look for months. He ain't gonna.
Yeah, it's definitely them. Those are out there. They are definitely out there.
Yeah, they are.
But I think if you want something a little bit more, then you're not even doing that. I don't know for some, but I definitely feel you. Trust me. Yeah, gotta have one of them in your pocket.
Right.
3 a.m.
I mean, unless you dating somebody.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
Exclusive, but you ain't even dating nobody. Everybody, you just talking to them. I mean, you gotta. We human too. Like we want to just like I had it roll over for 19 years, and I can't roll over no more. Right. So now I need to be able to make a call, and I don't feel like I have to commit myself to somebody just to get satisfied. Right. Like because I'm a woman, like my standards got to be different. I'm not saying just have a bunch of buddies. Right. But you know, to have at least one buddy. I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing wrong.
What a little bump and grind.
Nothing wrong.
Dick on
for real. We wrong.
Not on the. No, we are. We are, and I think that's what a lot of people be failing to remember. No, we wrong.
Do that, but look.
Oh, that was crazy.
Can y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, please? Like the video. Go ahead, tell them about your business one more time, Mika.
Somebody said, while I'm waiting, I still want a buddy.
I can't be your buddy, but I can get you some cupcakes. You can come taste this cookie. Taste my cookie. A cookie.
We got our side now. Some of that cookie.
I don't know what we're talking about. But yeah, follow me though. On Instagram at taste_my_cookie, on Facebook at taste my cookie, and check me out. Like my cookies are the best. I'm not no cap. Of course, everybody gonna say that about their own stuff, but check me out. You gotta give me a shot and you find out for yourself.
I sure wish you would have brought some cookies. And I'm mad.
You're gonna have to come back.
I would have been on here like they
y'all some back. I got y'all.
Hey, look, but before I let anybody else go. Next week, my homeboy Slink Johnson is going to be on the show. We're having a $200 giveaway. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. That video will be up soon. Please subscribe to the channel. But go ahead, kid.
Cadence Conservatory, the Cadence Ashe Music Conservatory, which is KA Conservatory on Instagram, on our website as well. Mentorship program for kids through music. Mentorship for music. Yeah, check us out.
That's dope. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this last comment from Renee. She said, "At this point, if it's someone new, I don't need you meeting nobody unless we rocking like that. Meaning, we need to be together."
Is that exclusive?
That is exclusive. That's what she mean. They not talking. They not dating. They not meeting nobody. Not even me. They not even meeting me, sis. And then Gregory said, $200, she can meet my baby for that. Just kidding. Gregory, you are married. You better relax. No.
Gregory, you old, man. I'm about to bring you on the show next week.
Yeah, he old. He has some good comments. So I'm Sherika Nicole. I'm the owner of Hung Up Boutique. You can follow me at I'm Hung Up Boutique. You can also check out my Fancy Fresh page, fancyfresh_clothing. And my other page, ZPE Your Vision. And he always disrespectful with the music and the crickets and all that stuff. But it's all good though. Check me out, y'all. Fuck him. Get on my nerve.
Hey, look. Hey, make sure you got.
Don't check out nothing from here.
Hey, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Next week, we talking about lies that women tell. That's gonna be the show.
That's the show. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm not gonna be here. I think it's gonna be an all-male show. I'm gonna be producing.
Oh no,
Thursday.
It'll be some women up here.
Oh, so he's basically trying to say,
yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Hey, but no, make sure you guys tune in. Please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody from coming through. Make sure y'all taste her Eat my cookie.
Taste my
Make sure you taste the cookie.
I'm confused.
It's taste my cookie. Taste my cookie.
Taste my
Taste my
cookie.
We gonna get her to come back and bring some of her cookies to taste.
Yeah, she was supposed to bring
Yeah,
us.
By the way, yeah, you can't taste my cookie. This is one of my husband's best friends, my late husband's best friend. He was in my wedding.
Yeah, I
Come on
was
now.
in her
Oh, you
wedding
was in
and
the
all
wedding,
that
so
stuff.
you cannot be
Yeah,
tasting
so-
not her
cookie.
cookie.
No
Yeah, so-
cookies. No
Not
my
her
Yeah,
cookie.
so make sure you put that out there.
But you know that's
my
gonna be a show
homeboy.
because
Y'all put that out
that's gonna
there.
be a show though because men be going after the they friend girl, they ex girl. So that could be.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Well, we talking about that next week.
They do.
Hey,
Make
family.
Sure you bring me back when y'all talk about that.
Right.
Shit, we all gonna come back. That's what we come to.
Women do it.
Yes,
I
they do.
don't want my me neither. I don't want you to know about what I got.
Yeah, there y'all go.
Enjoy the show.
Hey, but
Thank
we
you.
appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video, and you guys have. And that's share it. 'Cause I always gotta do it. I just can't even find the video. Hey, but we appreciate y'all. We out. We see y'all next Thursday. Every Thursday, right here on We Are LA. Thank you. Hey, we back. Look, see how they talking right now, y'all. Just want y'all to catch them real quick. They talking. We live still. We live.